FM cares. Good morning, angels.
Our special guest on the show this morning is Jeff Matthysen, who came in all the way from Hoedspruit, a small place there, but Campus Rus, you said. Jeff, thanks for coming in all the way and being our guest on the show this morning. Good to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Now, apparently everybody there around you all know each other, right? It's one of those small places.
Yeah, it's a lovely town, you know. I moved there a couple of years ago, and we've all become like one big part of the family. Everybody knows everybody, and when there's somebody in trouble, they back each other. It's like you've never seen before. It is amazing. I love the place.
Normally when people say everybody knows everybody, it could sound like a bad thing. But let me tell you something. When it comes to moments of need, it's a good thing.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, especially emergencies.
Right.
You know, everybody jumps and everybody comes in. It's like a team. Everybody brings something to it. So
what do you do there?
I'm actually a qualified automotive machinist by trade, but I've had to start up two small businesses due to the fact that my son suffers with what he has.
We're going to talk about Troy in a moment. But you do more than one thing.
Yes. I run. I do fleet maintenance, so I do buckies, trucks, and that type of thing during the day, and then I also run a mixed martial arts club.
Okay.
I started it. I'm actually proud. I started it in Campus Rus and Hoedspruit, the first one there. We actually started in the yard, and now we've got a beautiful gym that we operate from. And Troy actually started this with me. Was part of his recovery. So, it's been going and has grown.
Yes.
That we do at night, and then I do kiddies classes during the day quickly as well.
That's cool.
Okay, so you're a single dad, two sons, Troy, as you mentioned now. Is it 17 now?
Yeah, he turned 17 in August, and Eli turned 10 in November. It's double digits. So.
How long have you been a single dad?
Wow, single dad for about 7 years now.
Huge adjustment.
In the beginning, the first 6 months, I think we all just didn't know each other really, so it was a massive adjustment. But now it's an all-boys home. It's a man cave. I mean, it's the most funnest place you would want to be. It's really the coolest. It is the coolest place.
I'm telling you. I can picture it. Can I take you back there quickly? What happened back then?
You know, I had a very, very rough past. I lost my father and my brothers and that type of thing. And got involved in the wrong things, obviously, and then was living in the fast lane. You know, we've lived high and we've lived low. We've had money and we've had not. So what actually happened is I was running a business, an engineering business, focusing on work and that type of thing, and their mom was supposed to be looking after them, and I was supposed to be looking after them, and addiction stepped into it. And we got offered an opportunity that the boys be looked after, and she go to rehab, and I need to go and work on myself. And I went and I took the opportunity, and I went to Johara. Mark Lewis, amazing guy. We are actually very close. And he gave me an opportunity, and I worked on myself for 2 years.
You face the challenges.
Yeah. So, and we've been staying right there.
You can. I suppose it's a daily battle. I've heard that before. But you beat it hard enough at the time to get your boys back.
No, definitely. I mean, even being up here now, this would be a challenge for me normally. But I'm so focused on what I need to do with Troy, and this has been the last couple of years. So.
Tell me about Troy.
Troy suffers with juvenile nasopharyngeal angiofibroma. It's called a JNA. It happens in young boys and not in girls. He's just unlucky one to get it. It's tumors that form in the sinus cavities and in the skull area.
Okay.
And it actually grows according to his hormones. And when he reached puberty, unfortunately, these things decided to grow with him. And there were 3 of them. That almost killed him, and we had to have them removed. But that has been a story. Yeah.
And how did you? How's it manifest? What are the symptoms?
Well, originally I thought, you know, when you stayed there, because it's a lot of farming area, so we thought maybe it was the spray and things like that. But it eventually started really leaking a lot, and then he started having a bleed, and then eventually turned from a normal bleed into epistaxis, which is quite a very bad bleed. And then when I took him to the hospital, because they couldn't pick it up, it was so deep in the skull. They kept on calling it something else, just a sinus infection or the spray or something like that. But what they didn't realize is there was a massive tumor inside that was growing behind his eye socket and in his deep nasal cavity and one on his carotid artery.
How's he now? How's he today?
He's in a very bad state, Martin. Very, very bad state. He's currently in Unitas in ICU at the moment.
Okay.
Trauma ICU. I wasn't there this morning. I was there till late last night. But he is currently, it's just had brain surgery.
Okay.
And yeah, it was a big one.
And what are the doctors, how do they feel?
They had to go in because there was a cerebral palsy fluid leak with Troy's brain. So we've been working between two amazing doctors. Ones that decided to take on Troy's case because they actually turned us away. They botched the first operation. They said that Troy had 6 months. And I said, no, I'm not accepting this.
No.
And we found Dr. Fenton, we found this other doctor, and then now we've got a neuro on board. So this operation was with a neuro. Dr. Fenton couldn't do anything. They had to basically go in, lift Troy's brain up, and block a hole where there's fluid leaking there. Because Troy just came out of ICU in Zanin with meningitis, where he actually beat that. He was 8 days in ICU, he was 4 days in a coma due to the fact of this hole from the tumor before that we never saw. Infections got in there, and now this is the operation to block that hole so that he doesn't get the meningitis. And this month has been close to $1 million already in funding that we've had to source.
I was just about to say, the amount of money that you're in for must be impossible. But you are not giving up.
No, never have. It's been 4 years. I keep on saying 2 years, but I've worked it out. Time has gotten, every time I look in the mirror, I've gotten grayer. So I can tell you, time is passing me quickly.
You are not giving up. You haven't given up, and you keep going. And I often say this, Jeff, we can't perform miracles on the show. We can't make all the challenges go away. We can't solve all the problems. But my goodness, we can get the ball rolling. Because as much as you've got a tight community around you in Campus, we have an amazing community of people that listen to the show and that support us on Good Morning Angels. And thank goodness we know famous people like Pick and Pay.
Yeah.
I want to introduce you to Karen Jordan, Head of Marketing and Events at Pick and Pay, our Good Morning Angels Festive Edition partners this year. A single dad, 2 boys. That man cave needs all of them in Campus, and he's just not giving up. How's this fighting spirit?
It's not only that, Martin. Listening to Jeff this morning, I mean, from where you started, where you're at, and what you're still fighting, it's just absolutely amazing. And it sometimes takes courage, and it takes a strong human being to get through these things. And I can see your emotions on your face and your body. You're such a strong person. And well done. Well done for your boys. If there was no one else for your boys, it was their father. And for a boy in his life, a father should always be there and you there. So well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How can we ease some of the pressure, Karen?
You know what, Martin? I want to give so much more. And I've actually, Natasha at Pick n Pay Hoedspruit. And I actually gave her a call this morning to say we're meeting Jeff. And she got emotional on the line. And she said, Karen, just remind Jeff, I've got a 2,000 Rand waiting for him there. So Debbie Wielden and Natasha is waiting for you in store as well. They've got something for you there.
She's amazing.
And then just is absolutely amazing, that woman. And then just from our side as well, a 5,000 Pick n Pay gift card.
Oh, wow.
So just remember, a Pick n Pay gift card you can use in any store. But in this particular case, you're probably going to go to Natasha and Debbie. Yeah. I'm sure you are.
When we get home, when we eventually get home. Yeah.
Yeah, eventually get home.
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop there, does it?
No,
Karen?
Martin, it doesn't. So you know what? Medical bills is something it's a difficult thing. And I mean, we don't all have a medical aid. And even if you do, they don't sometimes cover certain expenses. And I think having a child that's being sick, I think one of the worries you need to take away is just that financial assistance. And I truly hope that your boy is going to be fine today. You're going to go to him, he's going to be fine. because we are going to reach out and we're going to give a 45,000 Rand towards your medical bills
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
so that you can get to your son and make sure that he's going to survive and he's going to be fine.
Thank you so much.
No
I
problem.
really, really appreciate that. Wow.
How's Eli? Is Eli okay?
You know, he's a very strong boy, but we're very close. So when he's not with me, it's very difficult for him. He feels rejected. I've had in the interim of things, I've tried to keep us all like mind, body, and soul. You know, having somebody chat to him and stuff. But the last 2 days, he's phoned me. He's currently with my girlfriend Shelley, so he's fine there. But when he's not, he cries for me, and it's really bad. So he cries for me at night, and I've got to phone him in the morning before he goes to school, and he's crying for me. And then I've got a very good relationship with his teacher as well, so I contact her and I just send him voice notes or videos or just some jokes, something.
Some jokes, really, some dad jokes.
Yeah, those ones.
Listen,
I'm good at them.
There are two parts of your life here. You've got you're here, Unitas Hospital, Troy, and then also Eli back in Campusrus, Hoedspruit area. Am I right?
Yeah.
So firstly, thank you very much, Pick and Pay, for doing this. And I want to match that 45 with another 45.
Oh my gosh. That is really, really amazing. Thank you guys so much. You don't understand.
Inspired by Pick and Pay, courtesy of the Good Morning Angels Fund, because there's a whole lot happening in your life, and you're a good dad.
Sure.
You're a good dad.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So, Merry Christmas. I hope you get better and better news, great news about Troy. We're thinking of him. We're thinking of you. Love to Shelley and Eli, and apparently you know everyone in Campusrus. So
Yeah, I know them.
even the lady from Pick and Pay, Natasha. So thanks for sharing with us, and I hope you get great news. But you've got people around you. There are angels around you.
Oh, definitely. We've got such amazing, through all of this, I've always said to you, even with Troy and stuff, we've been up and down with hospitals for the last 3 to 4 years, and we've had bittersweet moments, in the midst of where there has been trouble. We've had a lot of fun and a lot of, so there is joy, and we've managed to manage through it. So Eli is coming up to me this weekend.
Oh, well, there you go.
Which
That's
is amazing.
fantastic.
So Shelley's bringing him up, and I'm really happy. And I'm glad Natasha from Pick and Pay, because she knows if I'm not working, I'm selling boerewors rolls. So I take all my guys from the martial
I'm
arts,
so happy.
and I get them to come and help me sell boerewors rolls for Troy. And we go door to door taking orders. So that people know in
fantastic.
Hoedspruit, we're coming for the boerewors rolls again.
I'm so happy
Yeah.
that Pick and Pay forms part of your daily life as well. That
They
is
are
just
amazing
fantastic
down there. I
news.
love them to bits, and they're so kind. They always give me a spot to sell, and not only that, Pick and Pay down there, they do that with everybody that's trying to just create some funds or some issues. They give them a spot there to try and better their financial situation.
I
So
love that.
I love it
I love
too.
Natasha and them. They're amazing.
And that is just one thing that Mr. Raymond Ackerman is doing.
Yeah.
Or did all his life, and that is doing good. Is good business. So thank you for sharing that story with us. Natasha, I hope you're listening and you're going to enjoy this and feel proud of you guys in Hoedspruit. But thank you so much.
But even Natasha's mom is awesome. I know them all there.
Now you did two things. I need to now go and visit Campusrus, and I need one of those damn boerewors rolls. All the best, my friend. Look after yourself and
You
your
guys
family.
are amazing.
Cheers,
you really
man.
are angels. Thank you
Good
so
job,
much, man.
angels. Good job.